Good evening and welcome. Welcome to Divine Healing Valley Spirituality and Healing Meet. I'm Shashi Dhar, your host, and we are here in the series of our Wednesday sessions, which we have started. The new topic that we are talking is on Ashtang Yoga. This is Sage Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Based on that, there is a systematic way of moving forward in the spiritual journey, which is the Ashtang Yoga. And just to give you where we are, in the first session, we covered the overview of all the 8 limbs. Yeah. So what are the 8 limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga? We covered that. And then in the last 2 sessions, we have seen the first two limbs, which is Yam and Niyam. So those who have come here today for the first time, you don't have to get, you don't have to feel lost. We will recap that. And today, actually, the session is the practical wisdom of Yam and Niyam. How these values of Yam and Niyam can actually transform our life. That is what is important for us to understand. Otherwise, it is all theory. And you know theory, the way we learned in school and college. The moment you close the book, it is over. And the notebook where you make notes, that gets transformed. Our life doesn't get transformed. So we are going to see how this theoretical part of Yam and Niyam can actually impact our life and transform our life in such a way that you can't even think right now. So that is what I would invite all of you to listen or participate in this program from that, you can say, that cornerstone. How these qualities can impact my life and take me to the next level. Yes. So everybody ready to play that game?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Very good. So now we will have a quick recap of the first 2 limbs that we have already covered in the last 2 sessions, and the recordings are available in the YouTube. So those who want to go into the more details of it can watch that recording. You will get the link there. And just so the first part is called Yam. Now, what is Amajit?
I was just wondering that maybe we can spend a minute on explaining what Ashtanga Yoga is, because I think half of us are new to this.
Okay. Okay.
So I think if you could spend a couple of minutes to tell basics of Ashtanga Yoga.
Okay.
And then perhaps.
Perfect.
2 minutes.
So just to give you a understanding of what Ashtanga Yoga is, this comes, there are actually, if you look into the 4 paths of yoga, the one yoga that we all know is the Karma Yoga, action, yoga of action, where we are performing the actions and living in this world and not getting attached to the result. So there is a whole theory of how to perform in life, how to take actions in life without getting attached. So that is a part of Karma Yoga. The yoga of action is Karma Yoga. Yes. Then we have the yoga of bhakti or devotion or surrender. It is called the Bhakti Yoga. Yes. So we are aware of that. So we all go to the religious places on a designated day and designated time. We do a lot of prayers and whatever rituals we do in at our home. दिया जला रहे हैं, मंदिर जा रहे हैं या कहीं जो भी कर रहे हैं. So all that is part of bhajan कर रहे हैं, satsang कर रहे हैं. All this is Bhakti Yoga. Yes. Then we have Jnana Yoga, which is study of the scriptures and understanding who I am, who the world is, who God is, So who am I? That is the basic question of the Jnana Yoga. Yes. So we are not going to talk of these 3. Ashtanga Yoga is about Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga is basically the journey of a yogi and how to attain samadhi by focusing on the mind. So the 8 steps are outlined by the Sage Patanjali in his Yoga Sutra, where he says you can start from scratch wherever you are and then absolutely committed to this path of 8 limbs. You follow this one by one and you will get to new levels of consciousness and samadhi state that you can achieve. So that is the Turiya state or the samadhi state, which we call. So here it is called as samadhi. Now, Gautam Buddha used to call it nirvana or kaivalyam. So that is a different, same terminology, but a different path, right? And that is part of Jnana Yoga. What Gautam Buddha taught was Jnana Yoga. Here, and there are many other teachings of Jnana Yoga. Advaita Vedanta is one, right? And there are many other teachings. So we will not get into that. But what we are talking now is, as Amajit rightly said, we should know where we are starting from. So this is the path of Raj Yoga that we are doing. And Raj Yoga meditation is followed by many organizations. So this is done by, you can say, if you have heard about Brahma Kumaris, yeah. So they talk of Raj Yoga meditation. So it is basically meditation, controlling your body, controlling your mind, or rather regulating, I would say, not controlling. So regulating your body and regulating your mind, and then taking your mind to a level of samadhi state. So that is the point that we are following here in the Ashtanga Yoga. Yes. And if there are if there is a multi-story building that you're going to create with 8 floors, you can't jump to the 3rd floor, right? You can't start building you can't construct the building from the 3rd floor on. You have to go to the 1st floor, then to the 2nd floor, then to the 3rd floor. So the first 2 floors are the foundation. So Yam and Niyam are the foundations. So Yam is how you interact. The 5 points of Yam are basically showing how we interact in the outside world and bring about brilliance, perfection, and excellence in our daily life. Yeah. तो लोगों के साथ या संसार में कैसे हमको जीना है. So that these are values which will guide you, and these are values. So you have to understand these have the power to transform your life if you follow that. Yeah. So but we have to be really committed to it. Yes. And Niyam is, we all know, discipline. So self-discipline is required. So what are the 5 sub-parts of Niyam, which is self-discipline, which will help us to move forward in our spiritual journey. So these are the 2 foundation, I would say. Without this, my Guruji used to say, आप अष्टांग योग नहीं सीखेंगे, आप विकलांग योग सीखेंगे. So if you don't do the first 2 steps, you will be learning Vikalang Yoga. So we have to learn the Ashtanga Yoga. So we will follow on, practice the first 2 steps. So everybody okay with that introduction? Right. So now we move on with the 5 sub-parts of Yam. So Yam, as we said, how do we interact with people in the outside world? So the first, since we have already done this, let me check if somebody can list out. We will discuss that. And first, let us list out the 5 sub-parts of Yam. So who is going to do that? Our regular participants who have been attending. It should be on the tips now. We have been doing that so many times. कौन बताएंगे? Okay. सारे नहीं बता सकते तो 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. कौन बताएंगे? Yes, Nivedita, you go ahead.
Ahimsa.
Okay, very good. Ahimsa.
Satya.
Satya. Very good.
Brahmacharya.
Brahmacharya. Yes.
Asteya.
Asteya. Very good.
Aparigraha.
Aparigraha. Wonderful. Absolutely on the dot. Big round of applause for Nivedita ji. Yes, and she has been very regular.
I can't recall.
Many years. From many years, she has been attending the sessions, and she's a very ardent, seeker of spirituality. So great. Now let us quickly have a one-word meaning of all these. Some meanings are self-explanatory, but still we will have some understanding. Ahimsa. Give me one word meaning for this. Ahimsa kya hai? What do you? Non-violence. Absolutely perfect. Non-violence to whom? To others. To all the living beings in the outside world, including yourself. So you cannot hurt yourself, you cannot hurt others. So that is the basic idea of non-violence. And we may think that we are not hurting anybody by our deeds, but in our thoughts and in our words, we can really hurt people. Yes, we are all experts in that. अपनी सोच में हम अपने बॉस को, अपने दुश्मनों को, अपने पड़ोसियों को, अपने कलीग्स को बहुत कुछ हर्ट करने की सोचते हैं. तो वो सोचना भी वायलेंस है. So ahimsa means in thoughts, words, and in deeds. Mansa, vacha, karmana, we say that. तो मन से, वचन से और कर्म से आपको हिंसा नहीं करनी है. That is the ideal meaning of ahimsa. Yes. Now
ideal of Jainism also.
Pardon?
Ideal meaning of Jainism also.
Yes. Yes, absolutely right. So now it is overnight you cannot transform from 0 to 100. But then if you have this thought in your mind, slowly you will see that, sometimes you don't have to kill a housefly, or you don't have to kill an ant, or you don't have to, okay, I will leave the case of mosquitoes because they can create malaria and dengue. So if you kill mosquito, that is okay because you need to survive. So we will come to that part also. But even to that level of किसी को डराना भी एक तरीके का वायलेंस है. चाहे वो अपने सबॉर्डिनेट को डरा रहे हो चिल्ला के, या अपने घर में कोई छोटा बच्चा हो उसको हम डरा देते हैं बड़ी आसानी से, नहीं क्या कर रहे हो। तो अगर किसी के अंदर डर की फीलिंग आ रही है, आपके थॉट्स, आपके वर्ड्स या आपके एक्सप्रेशन से, इवन दैट इज वायलेंस। यस, so you are getting some idea of what is violence. So complete abstinence from violence, that is ahimsa, non-violence. Right, the second point beautifully said is satya. Satya, truth. अब सब बोलते हैं मैं सच बोल सकता हूँ काफी बार, 80% I am saying the truth, 20% marketing job, clients, lawyer, CAs, and if you are in business, then obviously profits and all that are a concern, so obviously I can't tell everything to my customer. So ये सब thoughts आते हैं. So we say 80% I can speak the truth, 20% तो चलता है. That is how we live life. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Tarun is absolutely right time. He has started his video because he is a very very strong proponent. मैं सब कुछ बता दूंगा तो मेरे को profit कहाँ से मिलेगा, kind of stuff, right? So you have to understand when we say truth, सत्य की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो सत्य सिर्फ बोलने के लिए नहीं है. The truth is to be lived every day. So speaking the truth is one part of it. So you have to understand you are living the truth. Now what is the truth? That is what spirituality will tell you. The truth about me. मैं कौन हूँ, ये संसार क्या है, भगवान कौन है, क्या है, ये सत्य है. तो सत्य जानना, to find out the truth, and then to live from that truth. So if you can think of some examples of satyavadi. satyavadi किसको हम बोलते थे? हरिश्चंद्र. Come what may, he will not deviate from the path of truth and dharma. अपने सत्य और अपने धर्म को वो फॉलो करते थे चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. And we all know the story of how sage Vishwamitra tested him because he was supposed to be the best candidate for practicing the truth in life, correct? So that is an example. So सत्य, और सत्य के साथ हमेशा धर्म को भी जोड़िए. तो सत्य और धर्म साथ में जाते हैं. In fact, this is a whole combo of satya, dharma and ahimsa. So sometimes
I think we can also add in like being true to ourselves.
Yes.
A lot of times as an individual, a lot of thoughts that come up, emotions that come up, most of the times we try to bury it, or to kind of bury the hatchet with the other person or keep peace. You devour your own self. You're not being true to yourself.
yes,
Your boundaries, the things that you need for you to kind of be your highest self, right? So that I think can also be added here.
yes, absolutely. Being
Being
authentic,
true to yourself.
being authentic is
authentic.
a very very powerful way. Otherwise you are not living the truth. If you are
True.
putting a false mask on your face and going around in the world, I am a very happy person, and अंदर से आप बिल्कुल मरे पड़े हो, जले पड़े हो, so you are not
Absolutely.
living a authentic life. So being authentic, being true to yourself, very very right, absolutely, that is the satya that we are living. So first understand the truth and then live with that truth, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely right. Very good, Nikki ji. Yes, Rashi ji.
So I have a different perspective. What you said, ki andar se mare ho, but otherwise you're, smiling. That may not be with the intent to say, speak something false. It's just sometimes a person's personality. So for example, I'm very expressive, so usually people get to know what I'm thinking and what's going on. But even if I have a battle going on inside my head, I want to deal with it myself. I do not want to even discuss it because, it's important for me to figure it out first. So that's not falsifying anything.
No, that's
It's
absolutely
just
right.
it's just the way. It's just sometimes that you're dealing with it.
Yes, yes, absolutely right.
And the world we are living in, more often than not, when you show your vulnerable self, you get exploited. So that's another thing. So when you are trying to protect your peace and while you're battling the inner demons or the problems that you're facing, I think it's a defense mechanism. It's a survival mechanism rather than
Yes.
the intent to say,
Yes.
put on a mask
Yes.
or something.
Absolutely right.
So
Absolutely
that's
right.
what I feel. Yeah.
Absolutely right. And the point here is exactly that. That is what is I wanted to say, because the mask that we are wearing, the personality that we have, is all created, is all creation. हाँ, आर्टिफिशियल है, ये जेन्युइन नहीं है. तो अभी इस स्टेज पे मैं अभी इस पे ज्यादा बात नहीं करूंगा, बट द
Okay.
होल आइडिया ऑफ ईगो और पर्सनालिटी इज ए मास्क. ईगो इज नथिंग बट ए मास्क. So we
Yeah.
are not being authentic. When I'm not being authentic to myself, I will put on a mask. So it is not about sharing with others. It is with me. Am I authentic about my life? Do I
Yeah.
know what exactly it is, or I'm shoving it under the carpet? कि नहीं देख लेंगे बाद में. It's okay. It's not okay. If
Correct.
relationships are stinking, I need to do something about it. Correct?
Yeah.
If there is a disease or if my health is not good, I can't say हाँ देख लेंगे नहीं. I need to do something about it. I need to be authentic about it. हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है, आई नीड टू चेंज माई लाइफ स्टाइल.
Yeah.
सुबह रात को 2 बजे तक पार्टी करने से अच्छा सुबह 5 बजे उठ के मॉर्निंग वॉक करूं, योगा करूं, मेडिटेशन करूं,
Right.
प्राणायाम करूं, है ना.
Right.
सो बीइंग अवेयर ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम एंड देन टेकिंग करेक्टिव एक्शन इज पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रुथ. बीइंग ऑथेंटिक.
Right.
Absolutely right, you're right. You don't have to share that with people. हाँ जी, like I was, like you just shared, you're going through
Right.
major health problem. अब हर एक को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. हाँ, डॉक्टर से डिस्कस करो,
Right.
अपनी लाइफस्टाइल को चेंज करो, बट बी
Correct.
ऑथेंटिक अबाउट योरसेल्फ. एंड यू
Correct.
डोंट हैव टू बी ए विक्टिम, एंड यू डोंट हैव टू बी ए somebody as a villain. विक्टिम और विलेन भी ईगो है, और
Correct.
ईगो ट्रुथ नहीं है. इट इज फॉल्स. इट इज
Absolutely.
फॉल्सिटी. यस.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Rashi ji, for bringing it up. Yeah, good.
मजा आ गया. Nice.
Anybody else who wants to talk about Satya? How it is appearing in our life? Are we truthful in our life with ourselves and with others? That is what is important. Yes, Samiji, you were saying something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so on Satya and truth, I want to talk to my BNI colleagues here. Just in case, if you remember my bio sheet, the last statement, which is some skills or something which has been a key for a success for me. I don't know if
Yeah.
any of you remember, that says speaking truth. I don't know if anybody has paid attention to it.
Okay.
So it has got so profound in my life that, so for the rest of others, there was an introduction sheet which goes to BNI. So I wrote that I landed up, this is one of I think the key to success that I found, that about 4 years back, I took up like that I'll speak truth. And I also understood before that what truth is. So obviously the entire research went on that what could be in my favor, and then it should not change the definition of dharma or truth. So
Yeah.
all that went too intense for a good 2-3 years. And I think I can proudly say that, yeah, though maybe I'm still a student for life, but speaking truth has become such an important anchor in life, because of which I landed up writing in the introduction as well.
Absolutely great, Amiji. Let's acknowledge Amiji and Virashi ji for that wonderful discussion.
Yeah.
So everybody clear on that part, Satya? Satya के बारे में
Yeah.
clarity है? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good, wonderful. So let me just, since I've got triggered, so something is coming up in my mind, I'll share that.
Yeah.
Let us look at how or when we start speaking live. एक छोटा बच्चा क्लास में, उसको पास होना है, तो वो पर्चा बना के लेके जाता है कि कितने लोगों ने किया है स्कूल में ये. I was a champion in that, and I was very intelligent, by the way. I was one of the intelligent students in the class, but I will always have a keep a पर्चा very very safely, because ठीक है, हर चीज याद नहीं रहती है, तो कुछ पर्चे जरूरी होते. That was my thought process, right? तो चीटिंग करते थे, so that मार्क्स के लिए. और टफ सिचुएशन में बचना हो, सर्वाइवल इशू अगर होगा, तो बच्चा क्या करेगा? कब किसने तोड़ा? मैंने नहीं तोड़ा. छूटते ही बोलते हैं मार पड़ेगी वरना पनिशमेंट मिलेगी. So avoiding punishment is not to get punished or not to lose something in life. We start speaking live. It becomes a pattern then. And I had become a consummate liar. मैं इतने सफाई से झूठ बोलता था, कोई नहीं पकड़ पाता था बचपन से. And it went on even in my age of adulthood. And I would be very very बहुत simple सा मासूम सा फेस बना के मैं झूठ बोलता था, and I used to always get away with it. That was my winning formula और सक्सेस मंत्रा. झूठ बोलो निकल जाओ, ये पैटर्न बन गया था. एंड later on when I was doing that स्वाध्याय introspection, I really realized कि मैं इतना झूठ क्यों बोल रहा हूँ. अभी तो कोई सर्वाइवल इशू है नहीं, फिर भी वो झूठ निकलता था. And the problem was, whenever I spoke the not the truth but the lie, I had to remember किसको क्या बोला है. बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी. सच बोलने में याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं होती है ना. So that gives a lot of freedom. In fact, that is why it is said that you seek the truth and the truth will set you free. The truth will actually set you free, because when we are speaking lies, we are actually putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. First of all, to remember किसको क्या बोला है. एक झूठ अगर 10 लोगों को आपने बताया है, आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा किसको क्या क्या बोला. सच बोला है तो याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. How many of you have experienced that? और fear of punishment, fear of survival से अगर आप बच भी जाते हो, you will only survive. There is no fulfillment there. Yes, पकड़े गए तो वैसे ही मार पड़ेगी, क्योंकि झूठ बोले पकड़े गए, फिर तो solid punishment है. बच भी गए तो you will only survive. Yes, fulfillment नहीं आती है उसमें. इसलिए even in our normal way of speaking the truth or speaking lies, go for the truth, I would say. थोड़ा सा change करके देखिए. And now I can proudly say that, like, there is absolutely no need for me to speak to lie anybody. किसी के साथ किसी भी situation में मेरे को झूठ बोलने की जरूरत है ही नहीं. That is authentic way of living life. Yes. तो सत्य is very, very important, and it gives you that character strength. Not the personality, it is the character strength. It builds your soul power. So that is why this is so very important. Yes.
There's one more thing I could add on is,
Yes.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Truth is also, Satya is also about finding the truth of our purpose as a soul purpose that we've had, right? A lot of times, Moh Maya ke beech mein, when we get all entangled, we forget why or what is it that we actually came on this earth for. As a soul, we all had a contract and we came on the earth for that.
Yes.
To move towards that truth, inner reflections, probably meditation, understanding, gaining that wisdom.
Yes.
You can find that inner truth, find that you are the divine essence. The essence is inside of you.
Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Very good. Let's acknowledge Nikki.
Thank you.
In fact, you are again triggering me to tempt to say something which I was saying in my spiritual retreat. How many of you were there in the spiritual retreat? Just raise your hand. Many of us were in the spiritual retreat. We have gone to Rishikesh and we had a 3 days retreat there. And I'm tempted to say that statement when you say that, Atma Satyam Jagat Mithya. The world is an illusion. So if you're stuck in the world, you are actually living in illusion. You are living in falsity. So truth यही है कि मैं सोल हूँ. तो वही निकी जी ने अभी बोला है. तो ये अभी मैं इस टॉपिक को नहीं छेड़ूंगा, वरना फिर कुछ और ही सेशन निकल जाएगा इसका. But then, yeah, what you said is absolutely right. Finding the truth about me, about my life, about God, that is the truth that we're talking of. And then living that truth every day, every moment. That is powerful, very, very powerful. Yes. Okay, so we will move on from Satya. But those who have still want to inquire more into it, so Satya, Dharma or Ahimsa is very, very a tricky kind of a combo, and we have discussed that. If you see the session or a recording of 2 weeks back, so you will get the whole discussion there. So कभी सत्य के लिए, धर्म का पालन करने के लिए आपको कभी झूठ बोलना पड़ेगा किसी की जान बचाने के लिए, और कभी-कभी सत्य का पालन करने के लिए हिंसा भी करनी पड़ेगी अन्याय को रोकने के लिए. So it's a very, very tricky situation. So you can't single out that this is the perfect solution for all the situation. No, every situation will demand a combination of these three. So that is what we need to do, right? तो सत्य, धर्म और अहिंसा को एक साथ लेके चलेंगे, लेकिन हमने अभी 2 पॉइंट्स कवर कर लिए, अहिंसा और सत्य. Everybody clear on this?
Yes.
Yes. And let me also tell you, we have read the story of Mahatma Gandhi, right? उनको क्या बोलते थे? सत्य और अहिंसा के पुजारी. Those 2 values made him the great person that he became. From Mohandas, simple person, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he became the father of the nation, and as his great spiritual guru, based on these 2 qualities. Of course, other qualities also got imbibed as a consequence, but then basically he is known as Satya or Ahimsa ke pujari, correct? So you can understand the power of these two qualities alone. This can transform our life, and this can transform anybody's life if we are really, really authentic about it. Yes? Okay, good, very good. So acknowledge everybody who shared till now. And we move on to the third part now. The third part of Yam is Brahmacharya. Now, Brahmacharya means what? Actually, the literal meaning is Brahman Jaisa Acharan. Brahman means divine. So, divine Acharan. So, you are essentially divine. So, your behavior of divinity, expressing divinity, is the actual meaning of Brahmacharya. But in the worldly sense, we talk of celibacy, we talk of moderation, right? So, in the first stage, जो हमारा ब्रह्मचर्य का जो स्टेज है, लाइफ स्टेजेस हैं 4, तो ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थ, वानप्रस्थ और संन्यास, ये 4 पार्ट्स हम बोलते हैं शास्त्रों में, राइट? तो द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज अबाउट ब्रह्मचर्य मीन्स यू आर लर्निंग धर्म. आपको धर्म सिखाया जा रहा है उसमें कि कैसे आप आगे अपनी लाइफस्टाइल, अपनी जो भी आपके आश्रम आएंगे उसमें कैसे आपको सीखना. तो यू लर्न नॉलेज, यू लर्न स्किल्स सो दैट you can earn your livelihood and get into the grihastha ashram fully capable and skillful. तो उसमें धर्म सिखाया जा रहा है आपको, and उसमें celibacy जरूरी है because that is the time when you are learning as a student. और पहले ज़माने में तो चाहे वो राजा हो या ऑर्डिनरी स्टूडेंट हो, वो गुरुकुल जाते थे और अपने माता पिता से अलग होके, इवन यू हैव heard stories in महाभारत, रामायण एंड एवरीवेयर, राइट? तो गुरुकुल होते थे, गुरुकुल में गुरु की शरण में जाते थे और जो गुरु ने बोला उनको पूरा सरेंडर, समर्पण के साथ वो सीखते थे. तो उनको सारी विद्याएं सिखाई जाती थी जिससे कि वो आगे चल के अपने गृहस्थ जीवन आसानी से बिता सके. तो फर्स्ट 25 years is all brahmacharya. Then 25 to 50 is considered, maybe calculation is on a 100 years lifespan. So 25 to 50 was grihastha ashram, then 50 to 75 vanprasth, and then 75 to 100 sannyas. Of course, it is not exactly, like differentiated like that, so it can move on very, very fast, but then ideally this is the process in the spiritual journey, right? तो ब्रह्मचर्य का मतलब क्या है? Moderation, divine wisdom that you learn, and knowledge and skills which are important for you to live your life powerfully. Clear? But yes, also the literal meaning would be that if you are married and in grihastha ashram, then you should be faithful to your partner. So that is the brahmacharya for the grihastha, right? So that is the moderation that we are talking of. Now we are not talking of morality here, but this is we are talking of the values. Yes, so your commitment and your way of living life. So there should not be any promiscuous lifestyle that you are living. Clear? Brahmacharya?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope there is no discussion required on this. We move to the next. Welcome, welcome, Sanjeev. Yes. So the fourth part is asteya. Asteya is non-stealing.
Sorry?
Non-stealing. Non-stealing. That means I will not think or act to possess anything which is not mine. जिस पे मेरा हक नहीं है उसके बारे में ना मैं सोचूंगा छीनने की, ना मैं करूंगा. तो अस्तेय इज नॉन स्टीलिंग. इट ऑल्सो मीन्स दैट किसी और के लिटरेचर पे अपना नाम नीचे लिख के छाप देना, वो भी थेफ्ट है. लिटरल थेफ्ट वी कॉल दैट. तो वो भी नहीं करना है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स बाहर की दुनिया में क्या है, वस्तु है, व्यक्ति है, सिचुएशंस हैं, तो किसी को नीचे गिरा के अपनी प्रमोशन ले लेना, झूठ बोल के, कुछ और करके, मैनिपुलेट करके, सो ऑल दिस विल पार्ट ऑफ द stealing something from someone which is not rightfully mine. That is asteya. That is stealing. So non-stealing is called asteya. Clear? I think this also doesn't need any detailed explanation, so it's very clear. And then we move on to aparigraha, non-accumulation, and this was discussed in very, very minute details. Non-accumulation, it means non-attachment. अगर हम अपने घर में ही देखें, बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें रखी हैं जो हमने 2 साल से, जैसे अलमारी में अपने कपड़े भी देख ले, हम 2 साल से नहीं पहने, 5 साल से नहीं पहने, लेकिन नहीं छोड़ना नहीं, बहुत इमोशनल मेरा है, मेरे को गिफ्ट में मिला था, एक बार पहना है 5 साल में, उसके बाद पहना नहीं है, लेकिन वो नहीं देना किसी को. ऐसे बहुत सारी घड़ियां पड़ी होंगी, किताबें पड़ी होंगी, तो बहुत कुछ है, नहीं किसी को नहीं देना, किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं करना. So not useful for me, but I'm still accumulating it. That is परिग्रह, attachment, accumulation. और आजकल तो मिनिमलाइजेशन की बात हो रही है. Living life on a very very minimum requirements. So you decide your own requirements, but then whatever is not required by you, try to share that with people who can benefit from it. That is the idea of a parigraha, non-accumulation. Yes. So these are the 5 parts of Yam. Any questions? Any questions? Now, before we move on to Niyam, let us have a little introspection from those who have already done this session before. So we are now going to take some sharings from what were the insights that you could get or you got implemented in your life, and the practical wisdom that you got from these points. So ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, asteya, aparigraha. Did any of these give you any kind of insights which has made an impact in your life? Yes. तो जो अभी आए हैं आप लिख सकते हैं कि कहाँ पे आपका एक्शन प्लान होगा. At least one area you should find out where you can improve and take it to the next level so that it can impact the quality of your life. Right? Yes. So who would like to share? Leslie, Sanjeev, Amit ji. And meanwhile, let me welcome Gurkirat ji, Vijay Bahadur ji, Pooja ji. Yes. Welcome. Anybody who wants to share? Sanjeev, you want to share? No, that's okay. Tarun?
आज नोट्स बना रहा हूँ बस.
आज क्या?
नोट्स बना रहा हूँ, नोट्स.
अच्छा, नोट्स बना रहे हो. ओके. तो contemplative mood में है सब. Anybody? Apurva ji, Nivedita ji, anything that you have picked up from the last 2 sessions? You have been attending the last 2 sessions. कुछ ना कुछ पॉइंट मिला ऐसा जो आपने अप्लाई किया या आप अप्लाई करने की सोच रहे हैं जिससे कि लाइफ में कुछ बदलाव आए. Because where whatever level of life you are operating in, there is always space for the उसके ऊपर जाने की जगह है ना. There is always room at the top. We always say that. जिस मर्जी लेवल पे हो, ब्रिलियंस हो, एक्सेलेंस हो, परफेक्शन हो, there is a next level. So some insights can take you to that next level. Just Sandeep ji, you want to share something? Go ahead.
हाँ जी, हाँ, मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था कि एक तो जिसमें और बढ़ाना है काम, एक है अपरिग्रह. उसमें जो है, इसमें पहले भी करते हैं लेकिन और इसमें काम करने की जरूरत है.
Okay.
और एक ये सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन, एक इसको किया है और उससे कुछ चेंज भी लाए हैं लाइफ में.
Okay.
उसमें जो है ना कि क्या सही किया, क्या सेल्फ रिव्यू किया कि जो काम किए कर रहे हैं वो सही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं या नहीं जा रहे, तो उसमें भी कुछ चेंज लाए हैं.
Very
तो
good.
उससे भी बेटर हुआ है कुछ ये.
Perfect. बहुत बढ़िया. Let's acknowledge Sandeep ji. And by the way, what he was talking of introspection is Swadhyay. We will be covering that in the Niyam. These are one of the 5 parts of Niyam that we're going to talk now. Okay. But yes, aparigraha is important. Non-accumulation. Clutter बाहर रहेगा तो clutter mind में भी रहेगा. इनफैक्ट माइंड में क्लटर रहेगा तो बाहर भी रहेगा, जैसे मर्जी आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. तो अगर बाहर से सफाई करना आसान है तो बाहर से सफाई करना शुरू करिए. अपनी अलमारी से शुरू करिए, अपने कबर्ड से शुरू करिए, अपने पेपर्स को ऑर्गेनाइज करना शुरू करिए. यू विल फाइंड दैट योर माइंड इज बिकमिंग अनक्लटर्ड एंड बिकमिंग मोर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. श्योर, गेट दैट. सो ट्राई इट फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. आप अपने वर्क प्लेस से शुरू कर सकते हैं. और आई यूज टू बी इन अ रियल मेस. I'm talking of 30 years back. So it was real mess. My desktop, मतलब actual table जो होता था, जब हम उस समय टेबल पे काम करते थे, तो ऑफिस में भी टेबल पूरा भरा पड़ा होता था. यहाँ पेपर, फाइल बार खुली हुई है, वो एवरीथिंग. एंड माइंड वाज ऑब्वियसली इन टोटल कंफ्यूजन. क्लैरिटी नहीं थी, कंफ्यूजन था, chaos था, सब कुछ था. एंड देन we were all told, we attended a program and then we come out and we decided that हमारा जाने से पहले टेबल टॉप बिल्कुल क्लीन होगा. तो इनिशियल रिस्पांस क्या था? सब उठाओ, अंदर घुसा दो. हाँ. या उठा के ब्रीफ केस में डालो, घर ले जाओ. सुबह लेके आ जाएंगे। टेबल टॉप अगर खाली नहीं हुआ तो पनिशमेंट मिलती थी, काइंड ऑफ स्टफ। तो आवर बॉस डिक्लेयर्ड इट एंड वी यूज्ड टू वांडर, और किसी की गाड़ी होती थी, गाड़ी की डिक्की में डाल दिए फाइल्स। तो वी वुड डू ऑल काइंड ऑफ nonsense to maintain that clutter. But once we realize that, once we actually do that, it becomes a lot of things become clear in our mind. So just think, how many of you are avoiding the clutter outside, bahar? घर साफ सुथरा रखा हुआ है, लेकिन अलमारी खोलते सब बाहर आ जाता है, गिरने लग जाते हैं सब चीजें। तो इतने डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड हैं अगर हम, तो थोड़ा सा ऑर्गेनाइज होके देखिए वहां पे, उस लेवल पे, एंड सी द डिफरेंस इन लाइफ। एंड टुडे I can really say that I keep only things what are required. Periodic checking and periodic disposal of unwanted things. चाहे वो कपड़े हों, चाहे वो घड़ी हो, चाहे वो किताबें हों, चाहे वो papers हों, whatever. And it gives a lot of clarity in mind. आपका mind focused हो जाता है, mind में clutter नहीं रहता है. How many of us have seen that? Yes? Yeah. So it's very, very important. So all this is part of what? Aparigraha. Non-accumulation. हम माइंड में भी तो गार्बेज लेके घूमते हैं ना। अब पिछले जन्मों का तो याद नहीं है, लेकिन इस जन्म के कितने गार्बेज लेके घूम रहे हैं। लुक एट द मेमोरीज दैट यू आर कैरिंग, लुक एट द मेमोरीज ऑफ हर्ट, ऑफ व्हाटएवर उसने ये बुरा किया मेरे साथ, 25 साल पहले उसने मेरे साथ बुरा किया, उसको मैं जिंदगी भर माफ नहीं करूंगा। ये गार्बेज लेके क्यों चल रहे हैं? और फिर इससे बीमारियां आती हैं, बिल्कुल आती हैं। If you keep harboring negative thoughts, negative emotions in your mind, what will happen? A lot of diseases, right? माइंड को शांत रखेंगे, माइंड को साफ रखेंगे, अंदर से दुनिया आपकी साफ रहेगी, तो क्या होगा? बाहर की दुनिया भी शांत रहेगी। The outside world is only a reflection of your inside world. Yes or no? Yes. Yes, Dipakshi ji.
तो यही है कि we will clean our thoughts, we will not keep any grudges towards anybody, चाहे वो outside world हो या कोई भी हो in that case, but फिर भी वो mind में आ जाती हैं चीजें, तो उसको कंट्रोल करना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है।
उसी के लिए ये अष्टांग योग है।
Yeah.
Also, if I may add there are a lot of times there will be situations and a lot of people who come here as triggers. तो वो आपको as a soul contract probably या किसी भी reason से for your highest growth that trigger happens, right? So yes, control कभी-कभी होता है कि आप नहीं कर पाते हो. But the thing that you need to remember is again, like, you know, Sai consciousness or Krishna consciousness says, see me in all beings. Even if that person is triggering you, if you start visualizing your divine, whomever you believe, in that person, trust me, you automatically start losing that, the power that they had on you, or that, they would trigger you, would not. And it is tested, tried and tested. I was the most reactive person. But when I started seeing, and I'm a big believer in Baba, Sai Baba. So I live Sai conscious living. So I started seeing Baba in every person around of me. Anyone who was triggering me, I would see him in that. Slowly and steadily, that hatred, that grudge, that feeling of being helplessness went completely down, and that power and strength automatically came up. And that is what is the other thing, where you master your own senses, you're master for your emotions. Then nothing or no other situation can affect you.
Absolutely.
Your peace of mind is the highest.
Absolutely perfect, Nikki.
Just wanted to add
but that is the level that we are going to reach maybe after the 6th or 7th stage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
अभी हम फर्स्ट और सेकंड पे बात कर रहे हैं, है ना? तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, यस जस्ट कमिंग। सो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड स्टेज पे अभी अगर हम बात करेंगे, अभी हम थ्योरी की बात कर रहे हैं, एंड वी आर लुकिंग फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू मूव इनटू द इनसाइड वर्ल्ड. व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज ऑलरेडी यू आर मूविंग इनटू द हायर लेवल्स ऑफ इनसाइड वर्ल्ड. तो थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा, 5th और 6th स्टेप में वो आएगा. So that is fine, absolutely fine. You are already there, so that is perfectly fine. Yes, Rashi ji.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say something that, what you said, Nikki ji, that, we have to stop, we have to maybe reach a stage where, these triggers cease to affect us. How? I mean, I'll give you an example. If there's somebody who is just constantly, maybe belittling you or, changing the environment in the worst possible way, just thinking that, okay, I'm not getting affected, even though, everything around is, changing, and you're constantly, you're dealing with every change that's happening, which is negative, right?
Absolutely.
How can you not get triggered,
Got it.
So what I
Got
feel
it,
is,
Rashi
it's
ji.
not only about one person versus you. It's
Mhm.
it's what their actions do to your entire environment,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Look at, I mean, for
So
example, look at what no matter how untriggered Iranians were, but if there is a
Okay,
bombardment
Rashi
happening,
ji,
you do get.
Rashi ji. Yeah, I got your point. Okay.
Yeah.
So just hold on. I'll give you an example, illustration. You'll be able to understand that, and then I'm
Yeah.
coming to Sanjeev. Yeah, Sanjeev,
Sure.
just hold on. So I'll give you an example. This I've given before. So, but since many people are here new, so I'll tell you that. Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine there are two people. Now look at them as two different buildings. Okay.
Wow.
अब एक बिल्डिंग में बहुत सारे टाइम बॉम्ब, बहुत सारे bombs and hand grenades and everything are kept, and the second building it is absolutely clean, कुछ भी नहीं है, खाली है. अब बाहर से एक इंसान आता है, जो आपका दुश्मन है, सो कॉल्ड दुश्मन है. क्या कर रहा है वो? माचिस जला के बिल्डिंग में फेंक रहा है. एक माचिस जलाई फेंक दिया, दूसरी माचिस जलाई फेंक दिया. तो जिस बिल्डिंग में कुछ नहीं है, खाली है, उसको क्या होगा बताइए? क्या होगा उसको? जो बिल्डिंग खाली है उसको क्या होगा?
नथिंग.
माचिस बुझ जाएगी, कुछ नहीं होगा, है ना? बट जिस बिल्डिंग में हैंड ग्रेनेड है, बॉम्ब्स हैं, उसका क्या होगा बिल्डिंग का?
Blast.
Boom, 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 blast, 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 blast. Correct? Now the people in our life, they are coming there because there is a karmic relationship that you are having with them. They are not coming uninvited. At the soul level, they are coming invited. Now they are throwing the matchstick, and you are going boom, 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 and then you are saying, how can that person do this? Where do we have to work? Do you have any control on that person throwing matchstick? No, absolutely no way. वो तो आएंगे, वो तो करेंगे. कोई टॉन्ट करेगा, कोई गुस्सा दिखाएगा, कोई डांटेगा, बॉस झाड़ेगा, हाँ, नीबर तंग करेगा, कुछ भी करेगा. तो ये ट्रिगर्स हैं. आपको क्या करना है? ये अष्टांग मार्ग जो है, ये किस लिए है? आप अपने अंदर के बॉम्ब को डिफ्यूज करते जाइए. फिर वो माचिस फेंक भी देगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा, यू विल बी शांत. अदरवाइज यू विल कीप ऑन going blast, blast, blast. Okay, so it will not happen overnight. Definitely not. What Nikki ji is saying that she has taken a lot of time to reach there. She was very reactive. That means पहले बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट बहुत होते थे और अब नहीं हो रहे हैं, है ना? तो मतलब अंदर से बॉम्ब सारे खत्म कर दिए. कैसे किया? अपनी साधना से, अपनी सेवा से, अपने सत्संग से, अपनी स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी से, अष्टांग योग के हिसाब से वो आगे बढ़े हैं. तो हमारा काम बाहर के लोगों को थप्पड़ मारना नहीं है कि माच से क्यों फेंका. हमारा काम है अंदर के बॉम्ब को डिफ्यूज करना. एंड दैट इज व्हाट स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज ऑल अबाउट, एंड दैट इज व्हाट दिस अष्टांग योग विल टीच अस. यस, सो आई विल नॉट carry on with this discussion, but I think I have given that answer, right? Yeah, perfect, very good. Let's acknowledge Rashi ji and Nikki ji. And now Sanjeev, over to you. You want to share something with a raised hand long time back? Yes.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
I would really appreciate Deepshika raising this question because this is a very critical question. Or Shashi, the example what you gave about the bomb, बहुत ही clear example है. मैं यहाँ पर सिर्फ छोटी सी बात कहना चाहूंगा, जिसमें कि हम लोग सब यहाँ पर जब बैठे हुए, हम लोग सब स्पिरिचुअल लोग हैं. क्योंकि हम लोग सब स्पिरिचुअल हैं, तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी में एक स्टेप होता है विच इज नोन एज मेडिटेशन, जिसको हम लोग बहुत इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी समझते हैं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रियली रिमेम्बर अष्टांग योग में ये ध्यान जो मेडिटेशन है वो कौन सा स्टेप है? फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, विच इज दिस स्टेप? में कोई बताएंगे? सेवेंथ स्टेप है. थैंक यू पूर्वा जी. सेवेंथ स्टेप है ध्यान. और हम लोग सब स्पिरिचुअलिटी में घुसते ही ध्यान लगाने बैठ जाते हैं, फिर बोलते हैं ध्यान नहीं लग रहा है, मन इधर उधर भटक रहा है.
Good one. So good.
सिमिलरली दीपिका जी, आपने जो क्वेश्चन करा ना, और जो अभी सारे पॉइंट्स आ रहे थे, जो निकी ने बोला, राशि ने बोला, ऑल वैलिड पॉइंट्स, बट सबसे पहले हमें समझना है इसमें कि फर्स्ट स्टेप सबसे क्रिटिकल है, विच इज यम। और यम में दो चीजें सबसे ज्यादा हमारे लाइफ में डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट करती है, दैट इज सत्य और अहिंसा। इन द ईयर 2022 दीपावली के दिन पूजा हो रही थी हमारे घर में। जब पूजा खत्म हुई, हमने अपने मदर फादर के पैर छुए, तो पैर छू के मैंने एक चीज कही, मैं आज सबसे निवेदन करना चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग जाने अनजाने घर में कहीं ना कहीं एक दूसरे से, बाहर से वालों के साथ झूठ बोल देते हैं। ये हमारा एक हैबिट बन गई है, जहां झूठ बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है वहां भी झूठ निकल जाता है मुंह से।
Yes.
डू यू ऑल एग्री? शो मी योर हैंड्स।
All the time.
या ओके, सो इफ यू ऑल एग्री, तो मैंने उस दिन अपने आप से प्रण करा, मैंने अपने फैमिली को इन्वॉल्व करा। जेन्युइनली 2022 से लेके 2026 में आ गए, 3.5 साल हो गए हैं। आई हैव बीन एबल टू ओवरकम टू द ट्यून ऑफ 70% अभी तक। इट्स नॉट इजी,
It's not. That's true.
इट्स नॉट इजी। 40-50 साल की जिंदगी जी के, जहाँ पे झूठ पे झूठ पे झूठ पे झूठ बोलने की आदत पड़ी हुई है। जरूरत है तो झूठ, नहीं जरूरत है तो भी झूठ
Yes.
निकल जाता है। I mean, do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I also said the same thing. Abhi, I think you just logged in a little late. My
No, I
introduction
heard
in
it. I
DHV
heard it. I heard your point. So now this is where I'm telling. 3.5 साल के बाद around I'm comparing 70% सच बोलने की आदत आई, अभी भी 30% झूठ निकल जाता है। इसी तरीके से अगर यम का सेकंड पॉइंट लें, अहिंसा, मुझे आप बताइए, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अगर घर में मच्छर घुस गए, मच्छर नहीं मारोगे? हाथ उठा के दिखाओ जरा। ओके, आई सी 2 हैंड्स। ओके, दैट इज द पावर। कॉकरोच दिख गया तो क्या करोगे?
खुद ही भाग
I belong
जाएंगे।
to a Jain family, so मेरे को तो बचपन से बोला गया है
Exactly.
अहिंसा परमो धर्मा।
And I see
Ahinsa. Exactly.
divine in all beings. I literally see divine in all
My
beings.
wife is really bogged up with me. अरे मच्छर है, तुम शांति से बैठे हो।
Yeah.
I,
So
I
my husband
cannot
did
go
the
ahead
same
and kill.
thing. So I got chikungunya last year. He said मच्छर तुम्हें खा जाएंगे और तुम्हारा खून पी के तुम्हारे को इतना बीमार।
Absolutely, absolutely. तो
पर
मैं आप
हाँ,
सबसे, या दीपशिका का जो क्वेश्चन था मैं वहीं पे केटर कर रहा हूँ। अंडरस्टैंड, मैं विपश्यना गया, विपश्यना में जाके बोलते हैं कि मच्छर भी हो तो नहीं मारना, तो आई गॉट यूज टू दिस हैबिट। तो इसलिए वाइफ मेरे से बॉक्ड अप रहती है, मच्छर है उसको हटाओ हटाओ, नहीं मैं हट जाएंगे, अपना आप हट जाएंगे। और जेन्युइनली आप मानोगे, कमरे में मच्छर घूम रहे हैं, वो इधर बैठ रहे हैं, इधर बैठ रहे हैं, मेरे आसपास नहीं आ रहे। Now, what I'm trying to say is, दीपशिका का क्वेश्चन बहुत क्रिटिकल है। लेट अस ऑल अंडरस्टैंड। आज शशि ने इतना अच्छा एग्जाम सेशन रखा, प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन ऑफ यम नियम। अगर ये 2 स्टेप नहीं करें हमने शुरू में, हम कहाँ बड़ी बड़ी बातें कर रहे हैं।
that's true.
शशि, सॉरी आई टुक अ लिटिल लॉन्ग टाइम,
No, absolutely
बट
perfect.
दिस इज वेयर वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड। बड़ी बड़ी बातें करना बहुत आसान है। दीपशिका का क्वेश्चन सो ग्राउंडेड था, वेरी क्रिटिकल, कि हाउ डू वी गेट ओवर इट। दीपशिका, सिंपल, आई वुड से स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द बेसिक्स। देखो बाकी क्या अपना आप सब जर्नी में आ जाएगा।
I will
दैट्स
try.
ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड।
Thank you so much. Thank you.
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Okay, perfect. Let's acknowledge Sanjeev. Wonderful, perfect, brilliant explanation. Great. Now we will quickly move on to Apurva ji. मैं आपके पास थोड़ी देर में आता हूँ. Let me just first introduce the 5 topics of Niyam. And then we will come to you for discussion. We are nearly reaching the scheduled time, so let me first quickly cover the 5 subparts of Niyam. Who is going to say that? We did that last week. Niyam के 5 subparts कौन से हैं? Yes, Apurva ji, go ahead.
Sir, शौच,
Short.
संतोष,
Santosh. Very good.
तपस,
Tapas. Beautiful.
स्वाध्याय,
Swadhyay.
ईश्वर प्रणिधान,
Ishwar Pranidhana. Very good. So these are the 5 subtopics of Niyam. Let's acknowledge Nivedita ji again. So she got all the 10 right. So she deserves a big round of applause. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, and not referring to the notes also. So that is very good. So she has internalized it. And the moment you internalize it, it will always be there in your mind. तो कुछ करने से पहले वो दिमाग में आ जाता है, अच्छा, यू नो, लाइक दैट. ओके,
सर
लेट्स
आपने
क्विकली
सिखाया
हैव.
इतना अच्छा है,
हाँ जी,
आपने सिखाया इतना अच्छा है सर.
Nice.
थैंक यू. ऑलराइट, सीखने वाले भी होने चाहिए ना.
अरे
Okay,
अरे,
okay, great. So now we will have a one word explanation of all these 5 points very, very fast. Short, cleanliness. Okay? So short is cleanliness. Again, it is not only in the outside world, it is also your internal world, your thoughts, your emotions, your values, your beliefs, everything should be absolutely clean. Clean in the sense that it should be, now I leave that to your imagination. So it could be egoless, it could be selflessness, whatever you want to say, right? But it should be clean. तो नेगेटिव नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी का बुरा नहीं होना चाहिए. So all these will be part of that short. ठीक है, तो दिस वी आर क्लियर. तो आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड में भी हमको क्लीनलीनेस मेंटेन करना है और इनसाइड वर्ल्ड में भी क्लीनलीनेस मेंटेन करना है. अगेन इन योर थॉट्स, वर्ड्स एंड एक्शंस, सो वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ 3 लेवल्स ऑफ कर्मा, मनसा, वाचा एंड कर्मणा. संतोष, कंटेंटमेंट. Now, what do we understand? Santosh, contentment. Contentment is for what? Is it for action or is it for the result?
Result.
Result. So
है,
that is what we need to understand. Contentment should always be for the result and always keep improving the action. So Tarun has been attentive in the last session. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last
So,
में चल में.
हाँ,
But
कोई बात नहीं, तो पहले, बहुत पहले का होगा. Perfect. So you internalize that. Very good. So everybody clear on this? Contentment. Contentment, we often hear, is a very, very powerful tool, because when you are contented, your mind is silenced. तो ये तब होता है जब आप रिजल्ट को एक्सेप्ट करें.
Yeah.
रिजल्ट का एक्सेप्टेंस इज द कंटेंटमेंट. बट देन दैट डजंट मीन यू स्टॉप द एक्शंस की नहीं हो गया, एक्शन जो कर लिया इतना ही करना है. नो, you have to keep improving your actions. So that is where the brilliance comes in. That is where the excellence comes in. Yes. And that's a habit. So you keep on improving yourself, even 1% every day. So you will make a small steps to make a huge success in your life subsequently. So habit hona zaruri hai of improvement, and contentment is for the result. Santosh. Yes. Third one, tapas. Tapas is what? पहले हमने सुना कहानियों में तपस्या. तपस्या इज व्हाट? डिटर्मिनेशन. चाहे कुछ हो जाए, हिलना डुलना नहीं है, साधना करनी है, चाहे कुछ हो जाए, बारिश आ जाए, आंधी आ जाए, तूफान आ जाए, काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. सो यू कैन इमेजिन द सेजेस सिटिंग इन द फॉरेस्ट. उनके चारों तरफ पेड़ पौधे सब उग जाते थे पर वो हिलते नहीं थे. हाँ, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ लेवल ऑफ कमिटमेंट. डिटर्मिनेशन टू मूव फॉरवर्ड ऑन द स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी. डिटर्मिनेशन टू अचीव एनी गोल इन योर लाइफ, कुड बी मटेरियलिस्टिक ऑल्सो. तो वहां पे भी आपको तपस चाहिए. तपस इज व्हाट? डिटर्मिनेशन, कमिटमेंट, fortitude, whatever you can say, unflinching perseverance. So all this will be part of tapa. Here we are talking of more on the spiritual line, but even in the materialistic world, you will see for success, this is as important as anything else. Yes. Fourth, introspection, self-introspection. Swadhyay. We are normally experts in doing पर अध्याय. दूसरों का अध्ययन बड़ा अच्छा करते हैं. उसमें ये कमी है, तेरे को इम्प्रूव करना है, तेरे को, तू बहुत झूठ बोलता है, नो काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. सो ऑलवेज आवर फिंगर्स आर पॉइंटिंग आउटवर्ड्स. तो पर अध्याय नहीं करना है, स्वाध्याय करना है. अपने विकारों को देखो, अपने विकारों को देखो. कौन से बॉम्ब मेरे अंदर चल रहे हैं, कौन से हैंड ग्रेनेड मेरे अंदर हैं जो लोगों के कहने से टूट रहे हैं. तो लोग कोई आके अगर आपको ट्रिगर करते हैं, यू शुड ब्लेस देम. Oh, you have shown me where my atom bomb is. Let me handle that first. Correct? So you will be working on yourself rather than blaming others. That is Swadhyay. And of course, it also gives you an improvement. अगर कोई एक इमोशन लेते हैं हम, जैसे एंगर. अगर मैं अपने प्रैक्टिस साधना कुछ कर रहा हूँ, अपनी स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिस से मेरा एंगर कम हो रहा है या बढ़ रहा है, जरूरी है ना. वो कहते हैं मैं रोज आधा घंटा मेडिटेशन करता हूँ और गुस्सा बढ़ रहा है, देन समथिंग इज सीरियसली रॉन्ग. अगर मेडिटेशन कर रहे हो रोज, स्पिरिचुअल साधना रोज कर रहे हो, प्राणायाम कर रहे हो, योगा कर रहे हो, मेडिटेशन कर रहे हो और गुस्सा लगातार बढ़ रहा है, देन यू नो दैट समथिंग इज रॉन्ग. यू नीड टू गो टू ए कोच और गो टू ए स्पिरिचुअल गुरु और चेंज योर गुरु. हाँ, so that you know what actually is the problem there. But yes, you can monitor it. How? अगर आपका कोई भी नेगेटिव क्वालिटी है, चाहे वो एंगर हो, चाहे वो फियर हो, कुछ भी हो, एंगर, जेलसी, कुछ भी आप ले लीजिए, जो इमोशन आपको तंग कर रहा है, लुक एट दैट एंड देन सी इन 3 पैरामीटर्स. One is duration, one is intensity, Correct? And third is frequency. अब दिन में 5 बार मेरे को गुस्सा आता है, हर बार 1 घंटा रहता है, और उसमें मैं सोचता भी बहुत बुरा हूँ और गालियां भी देता हूँ और मैं तोड़-फोड़ भी कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है? तो ये गुस्से के 3 लेवल हो गए ना। 5 बार आ रहा है गुस्सा, हर बार 1 घंटा आ रहा है गुस्सा, और मैं तोड़-फोड़ तक पहुँच गया हूँ। यानी कि थॉट्स में भी है, वर्ड्स में भी है, एक्शन में भी है। अब मैं अगर अपनी साधना सही कर रहा हूँ तो क्या होना चाहिए? इंटेंसिटी कम होनी चाहिए, विच मीन्स एक्शन, तोड़-फोड़ बंद होनी चाहिए, गाली-गलौज बंद होनी चाहिए। थॉट के लेवल पे है, कोई बात नहीं, इट इज स्टिल ए गुड इंप्रूवमेंट। पहले दिन में 5 बार गुस्सा आता था, अब दिन में सिर्फ 2 बार गुस्सा आ रहा है, और 1 घंटे की जगह अब सिर्फ मैं 15 मिनट अपसेट हूँ या गुस्से में हूँ। इज दैट एन इम्प्रूवमेंट? यस। सो दिस इज स्वाध्याय, दिस इज हाउ यू डू स्वाध्याय। यस। तो कोई भी नेगेटिव चीज को कम हो रहा है उसको देखो, जाएगा नहीं एकदम से, ओवरनाइट कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। सो एटलीस्ट यू नो दैट आपने 5-6 एटम बॉम्ब, 5-6 हैंड ग्रेनेड तो अपने डिफ्यूज कर दिए। दिस इज कॉल्ड स्वाध्याय। एवरीबॉडी ओके विद दिस? क्लियर? Yes. And then you have Ishwar Pranidhana. I will take few more minutes. So is it okay to extend by another 5 minutes or so?
Yes, we should.
Yes. Okay, good. So the last step is Ishwar Pranidhana, which means surrender to the divine. If you see, the 4 points of Niyam are good in the materialistic world also and in the spiritual world also. But this 5th one is definitely only for the spiritual world. This is surrender to the divine. आप कुछ काम कर रहे हो, you surrender the result to the divine. तो रिजल्ट के साथ आपका अटैचमेंट नहीं होगा, आप सिर्फ कर्म पे फोकस करोगे। दिस इज द टीचिंग ऑफ भगवद गीता। करेक्ट? सो सरेंडर टू डिवाइन इज द अल्टीमेट, you can say, the value that a seeker can develop to move forward on the spiritual journey. Very, very important. And for more discussion, you can watch the recording of the last session, so that will be even more clear. Yes. So I will stop my discussion on this. Let's have some sharing. इन 5 पॉइंट्स में से किसने कौन सा पॉइंट पकड़ा जो आपकी लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट करा या आपको लगता है कि लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट करेगा? एनीबॉडी वांट्स टू शेयर?
For me, the single word is सत्य। 100% पे पहुंच जाऊं मैं।
ओके, गुड। एनीबॉडी एल्स?
For me, it's surrender to the divine.
Very good.
Every action, every thought, surrender to the divine, go with the
Yes.
flow. Whatever is happening for the highest good.
Perfect.
That is the level of surrender.
Great. So Nikhil ji, what I would invite you is watch the recording of the last session. उसमें ईश्वर प्राणिधाना पे काफी लंबा डिस्कशन हुआ था हमारा. So you can watch that.
Absolutely, I'll do that.
So that will become clear for everybody also, and that is in fact the most important point of the niyam. Yes. तो जैसे यम में सत्य है, वैसे ही नियम में ईश्वर प्राणिधाना is important. Right. Anybody else who wants to share? I know it is we have crossed the scheduled time, but I'll take a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Anybody wants to share? Yes.
Yeah, shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. One takeaway is that surrender to universe, which I already do. But I give a special thanks to Nikki. Actually, I am always open to learning. कहाँ से कौन सी बल्ब गिर जाए पता नहीं, अपने को अपन बॉल कैच लेने को तैयार रहता है। तो एक तो निकी जो ट्रिगर है, कुछ जगह मैं भी स्टक पड़ा हूँ जहाँ पे मतलब कुछ जगह निकालना है, कुछ ट्रिगर है, सेट ट्रिगर है। तो इसका बहुत निकी ने बहुत सही जवाब दिया कि अगर मैं उसको स्विच कर दूं, then well and good.
Yes. Yes.
तो
That's
मैं
the
other
nature
Absolutely,
with
thank
practice. Yes.
Yeah.
The solution
And
is spiritual
second,
growth
आपका
It
only.
just
बहुत बढ़िया
starts
example था
with
कि
it's like putting a drop by drop the water fills, right? So
Absolutely.
even every little thought that you have which is triggering you, probably just turn the perspective, what is it trying to teach you? And then you would see the difference or the impact of that situation or person completely going the way that you would want it to be.
actually the thing is, I'm guiding on a right path. I'm talking about my daughter, to be very honest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So mobile addiction is what I already cut down, but there is a short, I have tried to avoid shorts.
Okay.
It from 8 hours to it's come down to 2 hours.
Beautiful.
No, so I give a session to her कि mobile addiction का, and then it will help her. But still short के लिए मेरा वो गुस्सा जो है मेरे को खाता है, तो मेरे को जो एंगर है ना वही चीज चेंज करनी थी, वो आपने मेरे को आइडिया दे दिया. थैंक यू फॉर दैट.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
एंड जो दीपशिखा जी का, दीपाक्षी मैम का जो पहला सवाल था वो ये था कि shall I add because it's time up. Shall I?
No, I think we're waiting for him so we can talk. Yeah.
Okay. दीपशिखा जी का जो सवाल था और राशि मैम का जो उसमें एड ऑन था वो ये था कि आप लोग जो एफर्ट डालते हो वो कॉन्शियस लेवल पे डाल रहे हो. पहली चीज सबकॉन्शियस लेवल पे अगर काम करते हैं तो काम जल्दी होता है. दूसरा एड सर ने भी अभी किया था, शशि सर ने, कि दैट्स अ कार्मिक पैटर्न. तो अगर आपके कर्मा है तो वो पर्सन आएगा ही आएगा आपकी लाइफ में. यू कांट अवॉइड दैट. बट हाँ, अगर आपको इस लाइफ में छोड़ के जाना है तो साइंटिफिक तौर पे समझाता हूँ, आप साइंस की भाषा सब हर कोई पकड़ता है. न्यूटन ने बोला था अगर आप बॉल थ्रो करोगे तो बॉल वापस आएगी. ठीक है. अब सामने वाले ने आपको हर्ट किया, आपने उसे पकड़ लिया, उसने मुझे कैसे हर्ट किया, या फिर उसको उस तरह भी ले सकते हैं, ठीक है उसने हर्ट किया, हो सकता है मेरा पास का कोई कर्मा हो, ठीक है, हो गया, लेट इट गो, मुझे आगे कैरी नहीं करना.
So yeah, nice.
Just to protect it.
Very good. No, perfect. This as well. Nice. Thanks for sharing, Himanshu bhai.
Thank
So yeah,
you.
back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, there was somebody at the door, courier. So
Okay.
I had to attend that. Right. Okay. So anybody else who wants to share
No, we were
before we
just winding
close?
up.
So this is my first session. I'm really happy to attend this.
Wow, thank you for joining. So
Thank you,
good.
Pamitji, for letting me in this session.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you, Shashi sir, for explaining so well about the things that impact our personal health, life, and journey.
Right.
So I would like to clean my inner self first. जो आपने something
Swadhyay.
Yes. So I would like to clean my inner self first and then move forward in life and think about else. So this is the first thing I'm going to do now. We'll
Great.
leave things and we'll clean my inner energies.
Absolutely
Wow,
perfect.
nice. Welcome to the century. Inner
Acknowledge
century.
Deepakshi ji, very good, wonderful. And Swadhyay is a lifetime kind of a sadhana.
Yes.
Because we are all work in progress. हम finish good नहीं बने हैं. जब तक लाइफ चल रही है, जब तक सांस चल रही है, we are all WIP, work in progress. So we have to keep working, keep doing the swadhyay, keep improving ourselves, and then move on this path. So we have covered the first two steps, and I think this is the most fundamental foundation you can say. And so from next week onwards, we will be moving into the third limb, which is the normal starting point for most of the seekers, which is called asana. So we will do that. We will learn why asana is important, what are the important asanas that you can practice in your life. So be here and we will learn a lot from these discussions. And as I said before, these recordings will be uploaded by tomorrow. So you can watch this again, make your own notes, and ensure that all of you are here for the next session. And we'll have a lot of gyan and a lot of fun and a lot of magic. Till then, Aham Brahmasmi. Enjoy, take care, good night.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. It was a
Thank you.
beautiful.